Maya, VP of Societies and Volunteering.
Hi, I'm Rose, VP for Education.
I'm Mel, I work for Cwmni Addysg Sex Education Company.
And today we're answering your questions about contraception, condoms and sex toys.
So Mel, our first question is, are condoms always safe?
No contraception method is always safe because there's so many people using it. But condoms are proven to be 98% effective with perfect use, but that can drop down to 82% effective with typical use. So we do want everybody to try and be perfect users if they can.
Does sex feel better without a condom?
Some people prefer condomless sex and some people prefer having sex with a condom. So if you have a penis, you might prefer condomless sex. If you've got vagina or having anal sex or sex, you probably won't really notice. There are some things we can do to make condoms feel better if you do prefer condomless sex. So you can try different thicknesses, you can dye different shapes and different sizes of condoms. Fit is important. You can also try gel charging. So gel charging is when you get some water-based lube and you put a pea-sized drop inside the tip of the condom, and then you roll the condom on the penis with the lube around the head of the penis, and this can warm up the lubricant when you're having sex, and this can make that feel quite pleasurable to use. So it's worth just trying different things. Lots of people find the fact that they don't have to worry about STI transmission or accidental pregnancy is a key thing that makes their sex more pleasurable.
So do you need a condom for oral sex?
Well, not many people realise, but you can transmit common STIs through oral sex, things like chlamydia, gonorrhea and syphilis. So wearing a condom is advised. So if you have a penis, you can wear an external condom, and if you have a vulva, you can use a dam, which is a latex sheet which fits over the vulva. You can pick up these for free from your students' union, and you can also use dams for rimming as well, which is oral play on the bottom.
Does cling film work?
Cling film works really well for food storage, but not so well for safer sex. If at a push, you can use non-microwavable cling film as a replacement for a dam, but it's not recommended because cling film's not actually made for that purpose.
So how do I not get my girlfriend pregnant?
Well, think about you might engage in sexual activities that don't involve penis and vagina sex, so that reduces the risk there. Think about contraception beforehand. You can get free contraception at your local sexual health clinic or your GP, or you can use condoms. You can get those free here at the Students' Union, or you can order them online through Sexual Health Wales.
How do you clean a sex toy?
Well, Love Honey recommends that you clean a sex toy by rinsing it under warm water, washing it all over with a mild soap and or a sex toy cleaner. Leave the soap or the sex toy cleaner on it for about 30 seconds or so. You can scrub any awkward areas and then rinse it all off with warm water and then dry it carefully. So it's really important to clean your sex toys because they will have body fluids on and bacteria can build up on those body fluids. You can pop some sex toys as long as they're not battery powered or mains plug-in sex toys. You can wash some in a dishwasher, but what I would say is always read the instructions that come with your specific sex toy and then follow those instructions about how to keep them clean.
So how do you take care of silicone sex toys?
Well, after you've cleaned it, following the instructions, it's really important to keep silicone sex toys somewhere dry and cool and safe. So inside a drawer or something would work really well. Sometimes silicone sex toys are provided with little breathable bags to store them in. Don't pop it in a plastic bag. You don't want it to get damp, you don't want any condensation, so don't store it in your bathroom either.
Why with the implant in your arm can your breasts hurt all the time?
So breast tenderness is a common side effect when you use the contraceptive implant, and it should subside after about 3 months after your body gets used to the hormones. If it's something that's still bothering you after 3 months, go back to your contraceptive provider and talk to them about it, because then they can offer you some support and maybe offer an alternative contraception method. It's worth mentioning here, pregnancy causes much more breast tenderness than a contraceptive implant, so you are preventing that in the long run.
Can you use a sock?
You can use a sock on your feet, but you can't use a sock for sex. I guess you could use socks for masturbating into, but make sure you put it in the wash afterwards, because nobody wants a sticky sock lying around.
Thank you for answering our questions on condoms, contraception and sex toys. See you next time.